watching WPDE News Channel 15 at 11 with Allison Floyd and Jim Heath. And now the Grand Strand and PD's #1 source for local news, WPDE News Channel 15.
Welcome back. Tomorrow, President Bush will visit the Palmetto State to give the commencement address at USC.
Because Bush is speaking, some students are planning not to attend their graduation. They plan to protest the president and his decisions dealing with Iraq. The students are planning a sidewalk ceremony just a short distance from the Carolina Center, where Bush will address the rest of the graduates.
No protest tonight at the Horry Georgetown Technical College graduation held in Myrtle Beach. It was standing room only at Myrtle Beach High School's auditorium as several hundred students received their degrees. And of course, this goes without saying, congratulations to all of the graduates.
And at some graduation ceremonies scheduled this month, schools are asking families from certain Asian countries to not attend for fear of SARS. A U.S. government office reports that our hospitals are not ready to handle an outbreak of the infectious disease. Officials from the U.S. General Accounting Office said hospitals don't have enough staff, equipment, or isolation facilities should a SARS outbreak happen. Most hospitals surveyed by the office had at least one ventilator, but only half of the facilities had enough to handle a real outbreak.
Hey, there's still much more news to come on this Wednesday evening. Later, Thursday evening.
Yes,
Thursday?
Thursday.
I'll catch up here in a second. We'll show you why 300 school buses were pulled off the roads and give you their status.
But up next, Ed's in with your full forecast.
And now the Grand Strand and PD's most accurate weather with meteorologist Ed Piotrowski on your #1 source for local news, WPDE News Channel 15.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Plenty of heat and humidity around the area today. Looks like another hot day coming up for tomorrow, and perhaps even a few degrees hotter as we head through Saturday. But a cold front arrives on Mother's Day, and we're cooler for Monday and Tuesday with less humidity as well. 7-day forecast coming up. First of all, live pinpoint weather net from your hometown and in Myrtle Beach right now here at the Myrtle Beach Pavilion, where it's 73. That's after a high today of 88. The humidity is fairly high, but the winds for the most part are fairly light. Let's head to the Murrells Inlet Garden City Fire Department. In Murrells Inlet, where it's 75 now. You made it all the way up to 89 this afternoon. Winds for the most part are light to calm and should be that way overnight tonight. To the M.L. Brown building in Conway we go. 76 right now after a high today of 90 degrees. Heat index values up in the low to mid 90s today. Will likely be there again tomorrow. And our final stop at the Florence City Fire Station #2 in downtown Florence. 75 right now. Your high today, 91 degrees. All right, let's take a look at the satellite picture in motion for the southern half of the nation. And we have some high clouds that are rolling across our skies. So partly cloudy right now, but those clouds are going to move on out to sea and will become mostly clear overnight tonight. There is no question all the action has been over the central and southern plains in the heart of Tornado Alley. We just got word now that there are 118 injuries. Quite a few of those are critical, but no reports of deaths thus far. And believe it or not, we've had more than 200 tornadoes since Sunday through the central and southern plains. Some areas seeing tornadoes again tonight that they saw on Sunday. Not the same ones, of course, but some areas are seeing tornadoes again just like they did on Sunday. And no question about it, the highest threat has been here. This is Futurecast indicating supercell thunderstorm activity. And what supercells are, the most intense thunderstorms that have a tendency to really rotate intensely, and a lot of times they do drop tornadoes. And it was forecasting an outbreak in eastern Kansas, western Missouri, and eastern parts of Oklahoma, and indeed that has been the case. Let's show you some Doppler radar images coming out of Kansas City. Here's Kansas City, here's Topeka, and here's Sedalia. This is a tornadic thunderstorm, a supercell that has been moving northeastward during the course of the evening hours. Tornado warnings in effect for counties west of Sedalia. At one point, there were weather spotters in eastern Kansas that actually saw a large tornado on the ground producing a tremendous amount of damage. So there will likely be some images and unfortunately some bad news coming out of eastern Kansas as this storm continues to move to the northeast. Luckily for us, we have nothing like that happening. In fact, nothing going to be happening over the next couple of days. A few clouds here and there under mostly sunny skies tomorrow. Only a slight chance of an afternoon storm. This weak front may be the focal point for a few scattered thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. Then again as we head through Saturday. But you'll notice for us, we're far enough away from the area of high pressure that overall or should I say the front, we should stay pretty nice here as we head through Saturday. Hazy sunshine and highs mainly in the low 90s away from the beaches. Here's your forecast for the rest of the night now. Mostly clear skies, overnight lows in the upper 60s to around 70. For tomorrow morning now, we're expecting humid conditions under hazy sunshine, temps in the mid-70s by 9 in the morning. Then for the afternoon, looks like it'll be mostly sunny. A slight chance of a thunderstorm inland, low 90s there, 88 along the Grand Strand in Myrtle Beach to be specific, so plenty hot out there. 7-day forecast now. Saturday again, a slight chance of a thunderstorm, 93 inland, 87 at the beaches. Sunday, late Sunday, Mother's Day, maybe a few more thunderstorms near 90, less humidity and cooler temperatures for Monday and Tuesday. Highs in the low 80s, overnight lows mainly in the mid-50s. And Judy Ammons of Lamar, you have until 11:30 tonight to call us and become qualified to win that yellow Mustang. Judy, we hope you call. Well, we need to count our blessings with a night like we've seen across the Central and Southern Plains. Nice to see it nice and quiet here. And, of course, our prayers will be with the folks out there for quite a few days to come.
Yeah, devastating storms. All right, thanks.
Well, the status of more than 24 school buses pulled off Grand Strand and Pee Dee roads.
Plus, how much the low vendor turnout for this year's Harley Rally is costing Horry County. Those stories coming up. Welcome back. Tomorrow, the Harley Rally will officially kick off, and when it does, Horry County could be facing a financial shortfall because so many vendors have decided not to come. Last year, the rally attracted more than 500 vendors, and this year, only 248 vendors have bought permits. Officials say the county will take in close to $200,000 less than expected. This year, the county raised the vendor permit fee from $250 to $700.
What was initially thought to be another major problem with the state school buses has been basically solved tonight. Yesterday, the state pulled more than 300 school buses off the roads after finding welding defects in the vehicle's roofs. 29 of the removed buses were from the PD in Horry County. After further inspections, all of the PD's buses were allowed back on the road. 3 of Horry County's buses are still undergoing some repairs.
Did exactly what we had to do, and the shop did exactly what they should have done. If any time there's a question about safety on a school bus, then we need to park those buses, and that's always been our policy, and it will continue to be our policy.
Now, South Carolina school buses do have a good safety record. There has been only 1 passenger fatality in the last 20 years.
Sports is coming up next. Rich Crampanis has high school playoff action in soccer and baseball this evening.
Plus, the Myrtle Beach Stingrays will be short-handed in their next game. Rich has the details when we come back in 2 minutes.